Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave. After we have understood something properly, then only we can practice it perfectly. Without knowledge, when you do something, it is just like the doctors treating the patient. They just try, this may help, that may help. And this is how they maintain the patients. But here, on the spiritual path also, people do the same thing. They will tell you, control your mind. And your whole life you spend controlling the mind, which is never controlled. Sant Ganeshwar Maharaj says, to control the mind is like one student spilled the mercury in the laboratory on a marble floor. And he was afraid, now the teacher will scold. So he just started collecting that spilled mercury by his hand to put into another pot. He can spend a whole life. You cannot pick up the mercury by your fingers. Exactly the same way. Control the mind, control the mind. What control the mind? See? Controlling the mind is like controlling the children. Impossible. Then what is to be done? If the fundamentals are clear. Therefore, he has first of all, Munirevam Vinirniya. First of all, he has come to this conviction. Friends, we all live convictions. Today we are all convinced that I am body. And thereafter, our whole life is lived only as the body, for the body, on everybody. The day that lady is convinced that she is a wife, and then she will be having a totally different perspective of life. Then she is convinced that she is miserable because of the husband. Again she is convinced. Then she will have another thought. I think if I separate, I will be happy. Then she separates. Then she again starts thinking, another conviction. It is better to join the first fool. We all lead only convictions. So, first change is conviction. And where from the conviction can be changed? Through the knowledge. So, we are told we are embodied and not the body. Experiences happen only in the mind. Life is lived only by the mind. Life is not lived by the body. In one place in Mumbai, one Gujju family invited me for dinner. After they gave me food, they said, Swamiji, in the other room, our grandmother is there, you please bless her. There is nothing like free dinner. So I had to pay. So I went to that lady to bless her. And that lady was in coma. And few tubes here and there. And there was a nurse. So I was talking to the nurse. I said, hey, how are you? Are they paying you all right? Since how many days you are here? Swamiji, I am here for 6 months. They are paying you okay? Yes, yes. I said, pray to the Lord. Till you get the next appointment, maintain this. And when I was talking to her, the host came. And when the host came, I had to immediately change my performance. So I took the hand of that comatose lady in my palm, put my hand on her palm, and I kissed my hand. And then started chanting some mantra, only lip movements. Who can challenge it, what I am doing? I was chanting nothing. And after that I went. After 2 days, that person came for the lecture and he said, Swamiji, do you recognize me? I said, forget about it. I have forgotten God. Where will I remember human beings? No, no, no. That day you came to our house and our grandmother was ill and you blessed her. Then I realized, now what happened? Because of my blessing, if she has survived, they have come to kill me. Or because of my blessing, if she dies, my blessings are detrimental. Then they said, Swamiji, we could not see her pain. She was suffering. By your grace, God has heard your prayers. That means you killed her. See, a decent way of telling that you are a murderer. Then I told him, I said, look here, whom are you cheating? A person who is in comatose, he never suffers. A person who is paying the bill, he suffers. Marti bhi nahi. Because in comatose condition, there is life and there is a common mind. There is no specific mind. Like gold is common for all the ornaments. But an ornament is specific because of the names and the forms. Life is functional because of the mind. When the mind adopts the shape of the particular body, then somebody is born. And this somebody is playing the game of life. And when this body is dropped by the mind, meaning what? Now the mind is no more taking the shape of the body, although it is manifested in the body, that is only life. See friends, so every experience happens only in the mind. If we are convinced of this, then what will be your spiritual practice? Start working on your mind. How do we work on the mind? See, then we are told, whenever a foreign body enters the mind, mind gets inflamed. Inflamed mind is painful. That painful experience is called as a desire. And how the object enters the mind? By giving value to something. See? You are not entering in me. But when I give value to you, then you will trouble me. How will you trouble? If I give value to you, because of my lecture you will improve and you will not. I will be miserable. Think. Therefore, what will be the next spiritual practice? Devalue the whole world. And when we devalue the whole world, one day by God's grace we come to know. When we were not in this world, there was nothing lacking. When we will leave this world, there will be nothing lacking. Therefore, our present presence is of zero value. Net result will be relaxed. See friends, this will start happening if these convictions are altered and corrected. In this manner, he understood it and after that he started thinking. Then what he came to know that, oh mind, you go out of the eyes and become the vision and run after the worldly colors and forms and make me miserable? Oh mind, you run through the ears and become the hearing ability and want to hear your praise all the time and make myself miserable? In this manner, slowly, slowly, he realized that mind alone is the experiencer. and the mind becomes experiencer when identified with a particular body. Therefore, he discovered that now I have to only do one thing: get out of body identification. This is what Munirevam Muniraniya, he is now fully convinced. So when we do meditation, what for? Is meditation the goal of life? What for we are doing it? So the purpose of meditation is not health, is not freedom from the headache. Many people understand, do meditation, it will be all right. Meditation is not a medicine. It is not for unhealthy people. One day I was going to a gym and one person came. He said, Swamiji, where are you going? I said, gym. May I join with you? I said, I don't know. Follow this Mahamantra in your life, you will be happiest. If you are going out somewhere, your wife asks, where are you going? I don't know. If you tell you are going to market, acha, mirchi le aana. Best is, I don't know. So I told, whether they will allow you or not, I don't know. So he came. Because I was a member, I was allowed. When he wanted to enter, the person on the job, he said, no, you can't go. Why not? He said, this place is meant for healthy people. You are having a fractured leg. You have got a collar in your neck. You are walking with the stretches. What will you do in the gym? So gym is for whom? For healthy people. For what? To maintain the health. Exactly the same way. Meditation is for the healthy people. Not for the unhealthy people. But most of the people, meditation for peace. You will be in pieces. Don't do meditation, for God's sake. Simply sitting in one posture like a buffalo, nothing is going to happen. Understand basics. Therefore, here clearly it is said, Munihi evam vinirniya. He is first convinced fully that the mind alone is peeping out of the holes and becoming the seer, smeller, taster, toucher. And thereafter, now he started working on his mind. So when he is working on the mind, now what will be achieved through this? Body will be dropped from the mind. We all drop the body from the mind in three ways. One, compulsion, called as death. Second, ignorance, called as deep sleep. Third, wisdom. See? And when we drop the body through wisdom, then thereafter we play the game of life like an actor on the stage. Then we start functioning through the body. No more live as the body or any somebody. And therefore, he has started slowly controlling his mind, body, everything. Indriyani indriyarthebhya sammak prutakrute prayatnataha. Now no more slavery to the worldly objects, no more slavery to the sense organs, no more unwanted thinking. Any thought begins with the seed called as somebody. Somebody cannot exist without a thought. We have to insist, I am nobody. That is what it is rightly said. Nobody is happy. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. So play this nobody. You don't have to struggle to control the mind. It will be naturally dissolved. And in this manner, slowly his thought, vikalpa augham, his momentum of thinking was arrested. And with that he got the understanding. Agacchato yatha kamam pradhimasam punah punah anichan manasa shura khadge neva rane ripun. So whenever the thoughts were coming, like a warrior destroys their enemies, he was destroying all the thoughts asanga shastrena dhrudena chitva, not getting identified with any thought. Let them come and go, who cares? This first step is called as Sakshi Bhav or witness. But don't get lost in that. I have gone through that a number of years. It is useless. Then learn to be indifferent. If I am Sakshi and talking to you, my attention is on you. If I am indifferent and talking, I don't care whether you listen or you don't listen. Learn to be indifferent. In Sakshi, you give the importance and value to the experienced world. In indifference, you are totally withdrawn from the world. In this manner, he slowly started withdrawing, and then he started getting different experiences. Gate tamasi cha jnane teja punjam dadarshasah tejasapi tato lune nidram prapya lulavadam nidrayam nirastayam shunya savi samudyato shunya savidi nashtayam mudam tasya bhavatmana. Then various kinds of experiences started coming. Sometimes you are seeing the light, sometimes you are seeing the darkness, sometimes he was feeling dull, sometimes he was going to sleep, sometimes he was getting confused. I don't know what I am doing, whether I am going to live or I am going to die. Some fear comes. These are all the tricks of the mind so that the mind can survive. Nobody wants to die. Mind also doesn't want to die. And therefore, these are the tricks of the mind. See, friends, therefore never give any value to any experience which comes and goes. Otherwise, we get caught up in that. And then how we get caught up? We want to repeat the same experience next time. One day in Mahabaleshwar, in India, I was waiting near a tree. The car has got to fill in the petrol with my friend. And one lady and probably her husband was coming. She was coming for the lecture. Husband was never coming. I don't know many times when I speak, why I speak. I don't know. So I casually said, Amma, ये भोले बाबा को क्यों परेशान कर रही हो? Why are you troubling this husband? I didn't know his husband. Casually I said, oh God, she became serious. Swamiji, did he come and tell you anything? I said, Mama, I was, caught. I said, I don't know. I just casually said, no, he must have told you something. He must have come to you. He's very selfish, and she started telling the story. He gets up early in the morning, 2 o'clock, does meditation from 2 to 6, 4 hours. And I get up at 4 o'clock. Then I had to attend everything and he goes for work. Is it good? I said, it is my question. Is it bad? No, but he is my husband. Shouldn't he leave me behind? No. We should do meditation together. And he sees the light. I never see the light. What should I do? Change the bulb. See, friends, he is alone seeing the light. Friends, it is by the one, to the one, all alone without feeling lonely. This is the marga, this is the path. There is no soulmate. Like when the shoe's soul goes, the shoe is without soul. Similarly, the soulmates sit together. When the soul goes, mate is waiting for another soul to come. See, friends, give up all the supports and Then when all these things have gone, manaso moha mayesha samamarja mahashaya. Then he came to know this is only the delusion created by the mind. Teja, tamo, nidra, moha adi parivarjitam kama api avastham asadya vishashrama manakshanam. And when he just became indifferent to all the experiences. Meditation is not an act of doing. Meditation is a process of undoing. Meditation is not an act of becoming a meditator. But meditation, we unbecome. Meditation is not becoming extraordinary, but drop every extra. Therefore, Vishrameshu Papata Swasamvid Vishwarupini, and as a result, his mind dissolved in the pure consciousness. Then Chiranu Sandhanavashan Swadanacha Swasamvidaha Manaha Chinmayatam Agad Hema Nupurutamiva. And when he thus practiced, his mind started resting in its own source, and in due time, his mind dissolved in pure consciousness. So Manaha Chinmayatam Agad. As easily as the gold becomes the ornament. Then chittatvam atha santyajya chittam chit tatvatam gadam chetya santyajya chit shuddha chit samanyam samayayo. As a result of this, the chittatvam atha santyajya, the mind discarded its mindness, and chittam chit tattvatam gadam, and the chitta reverted back to chit. Friends, Bhagavan Shankaracharya writes, Chittam chitcha vijaniyat takara rahitam yada takaro vishayadhyasaha japa rago yatamanau. When you write in Sanskrit chitta, so chi, rasva matra, chi, half ta and full ta, chitta. When you remove the full ta, what remains is only the chit. Now what is that full ta? Full ta is objectivity in knowledge. And this is the first and the last obstacle for every seeker of truth. Therefore, they are all the time holding on to the experiences. Light has come and gone, then Krishna has come and gone, Rama has come and gone. And the mind start throwing all kinds of doubts. Therefore, simple ways, anything which comes and goes is the flicker of mind. Now apply this one rule. Anything which comes and goes is not the truth. Day comes and goes, nothing happened to us. Childhood has come and gone, nothing happened to us. Teenage has come and gone, nothing happened to us. Old age has come and gone, nothing will happen to us. This is all. It's not difficult. Therefore, then Chaitya Santyajya Chit Shuddha, when objectivity is dropped, then the mind becomes pure consciousness. So Chit Samanyam Samayayo, then consciousness is a common denominator. It is not separate from person to person. Then Chidakasham Tataha Shuddham So Abhavat Bodham Agataha. And the ultimate. Then he attained Chidakasha. Now be attentive. First, I am husband, wife, mother, father, brother, sister. Then, I am body. Then, I am the mind. Then, I am the jiva. Then, I am life. Then, I am consciousness expressing as life. As you start reaching the center of your being, all the specificities, that starts disappearing. Earth has got 5 qualities, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Water has got 4 qualities, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa. Fire has got 3 qualities, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa. The air has got 2 qualities, Shabda, Sparsha. Space has got 1 quality, Shabda. Sense organs or the faculties have no Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. What is the color of the vision? What is the smell of the vision? See? Everything disappears. Then we come to the mind. Mind is still subtler, no attributes. Then we come to the life. Life doesn't differentiate between human being and animal. And when we come to the absolute conscious reality, all the differences dissolve. This journey is called as spiritual life. See? In this manner, Chidakasha. And when we read the Chidakasha, we come to the following conclusion. Number 1, the world is clearly established as an illusion. Like reflection in the mirror. It appears but doesn't exist. That was a firework. Everybody was going in meditation. So Bijli Maiya thought, let me wake them up. So Chidakasha means Ekameva Dvitiya Neha Nanastu Kinchana. One without a second, where there is no trace of otherness. That is the meaning of Chidakasha. Now to attain this Chidakasha, these are the 2 things to be understood. Number 1, this world is an illusion. And what is illusion? It appears but doesn't exist. Like you are listening. Illusion appears. Then, when something is recognized as an illusion, we don't get influenced by that. On the contrary, we enjoy. See? Now take your day-to-day example in your life. Sometimes we play fool with the children. One example I had given you earlier, I told one child, I said, hey, look here, you have got 2 of them, mom and dad. I don't have anybody. So I'll take your dad, you keep mom, okay? Let us share. So she started crying, no, you can't take my dad. I said, okay, keep dad, I'll take mom. So I held her, I said, you come with me now. She has got dad, you are my mom. Again she started crying and holding both of them. I said, no, one I had to take. And when I was pulling her mother, she was crying so pathetically, so miserably, oh God. And when she was crying, do you think we are suffering? We are enjoying. Exactly this is what God does. When we are suffering, is samajh aa gaya na? Because for him, he knows nobody dies. He takes us out of the human body, puts into a donkey body. He takes us out of the donkey body, puts into a buffalo body. See? He knows it. But we feel, I am going to die. The child doesn't feel I am going to die when the child becomes a teenager. The teenager doesn't feel I am going to die when he becomes a middle age. Think. Therefore, when we take this world as an illusion, you will never suffer, you will enjoy. And yet, you will not desire anything. And second thing, the world is nothing other than you. For example, all colors and forms are existing in the vision. Vision is existing in the mind. Mind is expression of the life. And life is a manifestation of the pure consciousness. So unless I is there, world can't exist. But this we don't understand, and then we start suffering. One old Siddhi man asked me this question in Bombay. Swamiji, you should not leave Bombay. When you go, we feel a loss, when your satsang is going on, we are somehow maintaining ourselves. Now last 3 months you are not here, and I am feeling very much afraid these days. I was keeping quiet. He said, these days I am having a fear about death. I said, uncle, let us take your problem one by one. First, about death fear. I guarantee you will die. Next question. Fear means what? Whether I will die or I will not die, is it not? So there is no fear, I am going to die. No, not like that. What will happen to my wife, my children, my property, my business, when I die? I said, you don't ask me, ask them. They will tell you. What they will tell? Go, we are waiting. Where is everything? Is only in I. If I is not there, my wife cannot exist. If I is not there, my children cannot be. In this manner, Chidakasha means these two principles will start happening in our life. And both of them have got the same result. When you take something as illusion, you are free from desires. When you take something as yourself, you can never desire yourself. Like eyes cannot see themselves. We always desire about something which is other than I. But when the whole world is recognized, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma, there cannot be desire. Therefore, be attentive. What is a spiritual practice? Yada sarve pramuchyante kama yasya hridishritaha atha martyaha amruto bhavati atra brahma samashnute. Therefore, wise people have no desires. They don't have any plans. I had to do this, I had to do that. Enough. So, Chidakasham tada shuddham saha abhavad bodham agataha. Tat prapad athanandam drushya darshana varjitam. And then he attained that bliss where there was no experiencer. And Satta Samanya Rupatma Babhuva Ananda Sagaraha. Then he attained the common denominator called as the conscious blissful self. Ananda Sagara, the ocean of bliss. This is what is called as Jivan Mukti Padam Tattu Yat Sa Samprapta Van Vijaha Uddalakotra Shadman Durosat Sarita Siddhibu Kadachir Avva Masena Kadachir Vatsarena Cha Kadachir Vatsaro Ghedam Dhyana Sakto Babuddhata. And once he got this clue, thereafter, sometime he used to sit for meditation for 2 days, for 15 days, 1 year, or not sitting at all. No, there is nothing to be achieved. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. There is one medical term called as unused atrophy. When we do not use any organ for a long period of time, the functional ability of that organ slowly dies away. Like earlier I used to write all the books only by hand. That time I had no access to laptop, etc. Everything writing. Thousands and thousands of pages I must have written. Since this laptop has come for last 20-25 years, now that writing has gone. If I write one page and there are 10 lines, there will be 10 different handwritings. I myself don't know who has written this. Because the ability to write is slowly dying away. Unused atrophy. Exactly the same way. When you start remaining quieter and quieter for longer and longer period, the old habit of the mind, slowly quietens down. How much unwanted thinking goes on. Therefore, this technique which I told you, which you don't do, thank God, don't talk to yourself. Chittavritti Nirodha, forget about it. Simply try this and don't imagine it will happen in one day. It is like a small child learning how to walk. How the child learns walking? First, he starts walking in the air. अरे घूम ही नहीं रहा, यही पढ़ा है क्या? I am not moving ahead. Then he doesn't ask, Mummy, when you were a baby, how did you learn? No, he discovers his own techniques. Then he turns. Then he becomes a reptile. And he starts moving with his stomach a little bit ahead. He starts hurting. Then he comes on the knees, becomes an animal. And slowly, then he holds on the wall or a cloth or a curtain, slowly stands up. Imagine if the child took first step and fell down and therefore he decided not to go next step, will he ever learn? Give it a chance. Try with 10 seconds. When I call this as commode yoga. When you go and land in that holy place, because there is a hole. When you go and land in that holy place, that time decide, till the job is over, you are not going to talk to yourself. See? Give it a try. That is the time we go on talking, and then outside, if there is only one bathroom, like in Bombay, in India, they have got not too many small houses, so then the outer person tells, hey, come out, are you on strike or what? Then the person from inside, he tells, read the sticker on the board, on the door, and it is written there. How long is 1 minute depends on which side of the door you are. Start your day with this meditation. Go and land, and till you finish your job, do not talk to yourself. Don't do it here. You are not sitting on the commode. It is such a powerful tool. You just give it a try. So, in this manner, he practiced it for months, years, and then chittattvai ghanabhyasad mahachitvam upetyasaha. Now be attentive. When he does, this is called in Yoga Shastra as Atmakhyati. Atmakhyati means he has now recognized himself to be the one which is expressing through the Panchakoshas and no more the Panchakoshas. But this is not all. Here, this position in Kundalini Marga is Vishuddha Chakra, Atmakhyati. Thereafter, now he goes further and he comes to discover it is the same reality which is expressing in and through the total creation. See? This is what is mentioned here. Chittvato ghana abhyasan mahachitvam upeti saha chit samanya chira abhyasan satta samanya yayau. See, satta samanya, the common existence he reached. Therefore, friends, real spiritual practice is come to this. Kathopanishad says, Asti iti upalabdhavyaha tattva bhavena prasidati. Everything in this world is attained as existence, including the absence. See, the man is, woman is, chair is, light is, darkness is, confusion is, anger is, joy is, love is, hatred is. Everything is only existence. But then, tattva bhavena. Now be attentive. This is a mic and this is a camera. Why they are two? Because in between there is absence of these two. So the absence is also existing. And in that absence, who knows that absence? I know. So what is the absence? What is the absence? That absence is substantiated by I, the existence. And therefore, that which supports the absence is beyond the presence and the absence. Waking and dream is presence. Deep sleep and samadhi is absence. Who are we? Beyond presence and absence. Therefore, initially keep quiet, sounds are disturbing. Then we come to silence. Then we get addicted to silence. Still you are in samsara. Then go beyond it. Let there be silence or sound. Who cares? See, friends, this is the samanya satta. This is the common existence. And this alone is supporting everything. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Sarvasya chaham hrudi sannivishtaha mattaha smruti jnanam apohanancha. I am the substratum of everything. And what is that everything? Waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. Beyond these four, there is no fifth experience. And when they come and go, when the waking and dream comes, nothing is added to me. When the deep sleep and samadhi comes, and nothing I have lost, I am the same. Where loss and gain is same, that is called as infinite. And that Ananta Brahmanda Nayaka Brahma, Parabrahma, that is our essential nature. This is Samanya Satta. This common existence. Like, be attentive, like earth is common for all of us. Water is common for all of us. Fire is common for all of us. Air is common for all of us. Space is common for all of us. Organs are common for all of us. Mind is common. Life is common. When everything is common, how come the truth is separate or what? Come to this common denominator. And therefore, chittatvaye eka ghanabhyasan mahachitvatvam upetyasaha chit samanya chirabhyasan satta samanyam ayayau. And therefore, from this common consciousness, he attained the common existence. Therefore, Satta and Chaitanya, they are not two, they are one and the same. After having done this, Bhagavan Ram asked a question. Satta samanya ityuktam kidrusham kenava bhavet. Oh teacher, you are talking about a common existence and to whom it happens and what it is. Vasistha says, Yada sankshiyate chittam atyan abhavatyanta bhavanan chit samanya swarupasya satya samanyata tada. Be attentive. Yada chittam sankshiyate abhava atyanta bhavanan. When we give the mind object as absolute existence, absolute absence. What absence we understand is relative. Noise and the peace. For us, peace means what? Absence of noise. For us, what is happiness? Absence of miseries. All our experiences are in relation to something. See, in Panchadashi, 7th chapter, there this topic comes. There the mantra taken for studies is from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, where it is said, Atmanam ched vijaniyat ayam asmiti purusha kivichan kasya kamaya shariram anushanjvare. When one comes to discover one's essential nature, then he is free from desires. He is no more attached to the gross body. Free from desires means the soul philosophy, the jiva bhava deleted. No more worried about the body. The dehatma bhava is gone. See, and how it happens? Through 7 stages. Those 7 stages are the 7 chakras. First, ignorance, then vikshepa, then avaran, then vikshepa, then comes the paroksha jnana, then aparoksha jnana, then the dukkha nivrutti and nirankusha drupti. Nirankusha drupti is Paramatma. Therefore, here the teacher is giving it very clearly that what is chitta, the satta samanya, yada sankshiyate chittam abhava atyanta bhavanat. Make absence as the object. When we reject everything, we come to a point which is not opposed to anything. Paramatma is not opposed to anything. Good, bad, health, disease, friend, enemy, joy, sorrows. That which is opposing anything is not Paramatma. Good, bad, this is only KG1, KG2. See, as much health is supported by the Paramatma, that much disease is also supported by the same Paramatma. See, my friends, therefore, yada sankshiyate chittam abhava atyanta bhavanat, make this abhava. Therefore, I told you this technique, listen to silence. These 2 things, try again and again. 2 things. 1, listen to silence, and second, don't talk to yourself. And third, you can add. Before talking to anybody on any topic, ask a question. Is it necessary to talk? 3 things you do. I am not giving you mala in the hand. I am not asking you for donations. I am not asking you anything. Only give up. In one of his composition, a great master writes, I have crossed the relative world, Bhavanadi, the river of transmigration, by the grace of my Guru. And then I look behind to see that river and thank my Guru. And lo, there was nowhere a river, and there was no Guru. I was alone there. Upadeshat ayam vadaha is only for communication. This Guru, Shishya, this, that is said. Otherwise, the truth is only one without a second. Therefore, Chit Samanya Sarupasya. So it is the same reality. In Bhagavad Mahapuran, it comes in a different story way. Paramatma wanted to teach, therefore he took the avatar of Guru. And then after he became Guru, then he wanted to learn, so he became Shishya. So they are playing Guru Shishya, in both the same reality. But then Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. And then Guru Maharaj interprets it to their benefit. Dekho, Guru Brahma, it is not that way. Brahmaji comes in your life as a Guru. Vishnu comes, Shivji comes. The ocean can become the wave cannot become the ocean. Therefore, Chit Samanya Sarupasya Satya Samanyata Tada Yada Sarvam Idam Chetyam Sabhayabhyantaratmakam Apalapya Vaset Chetaham Satta Samanyata Tada. When Idam Sarvam Chetyam, all the objective thing, inside outside is completely deleted. What is happening inside, what is happening outside. Give zero value to that, then we come to the absolute existence that we are. Vittittasya bhavettesha samadhistasya chanaga enam alambya padavim samasta bhayanashinim. And such a person who has thus attained identity with the absolute self, although he is now out of his meditation or anywhere, but now he is 24/7 living as the infinite reality. And Uddalako avasat loke yavat icham yatha sukham. And then he continued, Uddalaka continued to live in this world happily. What is the bottom line of all the spiritual practice? Be happy. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. Don't become serious and think, I guarantee you, God good kuch nahi hota. You are divine. No. Papo hum papa karma. Go to hell. Papo hum papa karma. Atha kalena mahata buddhi tasya babuha videha mukta tishtami deham tyakteti nischala. And thus, mahata kalena, after many years, buddhi tasya babuha, then he thought, videha mukta tishtami, let me live beyond the limitations of the body, let me drop the body. And tataha padmasanasina ardhonminita chelochanaha sayyamya gudar sandurad dvarani navachetasaha. Then by this yogic method, he sat quietly and controlled all the faculties, and he took the samadhi. Anga chit samvid abhyasan chit samanya upatade. And thus he dissolved. Therefore you will see, there are many Mahatmas who take the Sanjivani Samadhi. They feel, and this is what happens in the Siddha Marga. And then you see all these places where the Siddha Mahatmas have taken Samadhi, people go there to fulfill their desires. They are still in the relative world. See, we have to go beyond this. Then what is Videha Mukti? Videha Mukti is whether the body is there or not, it makes no difference. And when such a master lives through the body, he is Jivan Mukta. Tadabhyasat avapanta ananda spanda uttamam tada swadanataham lina chit samanya yathakramam vishvam bharam anantatma satta samanya ayayayau. And thereafter, by his practice for years and years, he again attained this common denominator satta that he is. And as a result, tastu samashama bhogaha param vishranti magataha. He has attained, like the river has merged in the ocean. Yatha nadhyaha sandhyamana samudram astam gachanti vihit nama rupam vihaya. Tatha, like the river goes and merges in the ocean, gives up its name and form. In the same manner, this individuality is dissolved and sarvopadi vidirmuktaha brahma rupo babhuvasaha. And thus discarding all the limitations of the upadhi, he merged in the absolute. This is how Uddalaka, he was like you and me, but then he worked hard. First of all, he corrected his understanding about who am I, whence I am, what is this world. And for that, tad vijnanatham gurumeva vigachet. Therefore, friends, the most important spiritual practice is satsanga. Satsangatve nissangatvam, nissangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nischalitatvam, nischalatatve jivan mukti. When we go to satsanga, we should go with a readiness and courage to drop our wrong notions if we are convinced they are wrong. Many people are afraid of going to satsang only for this reason. Because when we come to satsanga, all our wrong notions are hammered. And then we feel, oh God, whole life I was leading a wrong life. How can I accept it? And when this happens in old age, see, this I am not taking out of imagination, an old man told me this. When his wife told me, Swami, that way he is very good. Whenever a wife praises the husband, it is the beginning of a complaint. So she started telling, that way he is very good, he doesn't have any bad habits, he doesn't drink and he doesn't smoke and everything. But, I said, then that is enough, why don't tell me but? Is enough. No, he drops me for your lectures, but he doesn't come for the lectures. He goes to a coffee house, spend there 1.5 hours, comes, pick me up and goes home. So I asked him, I said, Maharaj, now it's your turn, now you say something. So he said, Swamiji, I never asked her to come to coffee house. Why he should ask me to go to satsang? I said, you are right. Then she said, but Swamiji, satsang is not bad. I said, now you tell. Coffee house is also not bad. I was enjoying a ping pong ball. Finally he said, Swamiji, I tell you, I don't know why. I don't feel like going to satsang. I like you, I love you, I do many things for you. But satsang I don't feel like going. Why? I said, this is the reason. We are all carrying the wrong notions in our life. And when we go to satsang, wrong notions are hammered. First wrong notion, husband and wife are real. See? And husband is elder, wife is younger. Another wrong notion. Husband and wife have got the same age. What is their age? The year of their anniversary. See? If they are married for 15 years, they are 15 years old. And therefore they will be fighting. Teenagers. Then they should continue up to 19 years of age. After their 19 years are over, then they come to a conclusion. It is easier to deal with the known enemy than the unknown friend. See, friends, all these wrong notions slowly start getting shattered and therefore one feels afraid. With this we have completed this Uddalaka story. Now there is another story of Shuragu. It is about what is the meaning of cool mind, what is the meaning of attaining this peace within. कश्चित् दृश्यते लोके क्रमात् जात समाधिकः प्रबुद्ध इव विश्रान्तः व्यवहार परोऽपि सन् कश्चित् एकान्तमाश्रित्य समाधि नियम स्थितः तयोस्तु कतर श्रेयान् इति मे भगवन् वद. Bhagavan Ram says, we see in this world there are two types of people. Those who are extremely dynamically living in this world, but they are happy. And there are other type of people, those who are totally withdrawn from the world and all the time sitting in meditation. Now between the two, who is superior? Like Arjuna, the question in Bhagavad Gita, 5th. See? Sannyasa karma yogascha nishreshakarau ubhau, Bhagavan says. Don't go into that, whether karma yogi is superior or karma sannyasi is superior. Both are required. Here also the same thing will be told. Vasistha uvacha imam gunasamaharam anatmatvena pashyatah antashitaladayasau samadhi iti katyate. Listen. Antashitaladayasau. He who has attained peace within, he is in samadhi, doesn't matter whether he is running around or he is in one place. See? But for average ignorant people, samadhi means what? Sitting in one posture. And therefore they put a board outside. Some meditation in progress. Don't disturb. Bracket. We are already disturbed. Only sitting quiet is not enough. Our mind is no more a problem for us. See, in one place I saw, there was one Agarbatti band, furniture boy of a rich man. He came on his huge motorcycle. Dang, 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 dang. I had a kind of feeling about him. He must be going very fast. And then he must be like a flag on that motorcycle. So thin he was. He came and parked his motorcycle. And then went inside. And then another car came. So the owner told that servant, keep the motorcycle aside, that car has to come in. Now the servant, he didn't know how to handle the motorcycle. Although he was very strong. But when he took the motorcycle, he fell and the motorcycle on him. He couldn't handle. In the same manner, when we cannot handle our mind, whatever we have done till date, useless. We have to learn how to mind our mind. Therefore, here, imam guna samahara anatmatvena pashyataha. This whole world is anatma. For this one thumb rule I tell you. Thumb rule is, he who becomes miserable because of others, he is the fool of the highest order. Never become miserable because of anybody in this world. Even husband. Just refuse. Like, one person asked me this question on Singapore airport. A youngster, must be a IT fellow. He says, Swamiji, I am listening to you and following you and you move around the world, but people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? I said, am I mad or what? Why should I feel bad? I don't want anybody to change. Let them suffer. My market is maintained. I am a professional doctor. No doctor cures any patient. They maintain the patient. In the same manner, we Babajis, we don't make you wise. We maintain your otherwiseness. And we continue our job. Where God has failed to improve us, we can improve others. Therefore, antashitalayya asav. What is important is, we are at peace with ourselves. That is samadhi. How that peace is, one example, like the space is at peace. When the earth is moving, there is no scratching or tickling for the space. Hey, good, good, good. No. When the ocean is in high tide, it doesn't make the space. Relax. And be attentive. This is the truth. Waking comes and goes. Nothing happens to me, the conscious existence. Dream comes and goes. Nothing happens. Their absence comes and nothing happens. Therefore, that experience which is beyond the scope of is and is not. Everything in this world is recognized as is and is not. But there is one experience which doesn't fall in the scope of is and is not. That is our essential nature. He who is thus abiding in this, he alone is in samadhi. Drushai mamana sambandha iti nishyati shitalaha vyavaharasita kaschit dhyanavastitaha dvau etau sukhano rama yadyanta parishitalau dvau etau susamau nunam asandeha padam gatau. Now both of them, whether somebody is actually busy in the world or sitting in the samadhi, drushaihi mamana sambandha iti nishchitya. They are very clear. Objectivity has nothing to do with me. How simple it is. Again and again work on this. When I am seeing all colors and forms, nothing is happening to my vision. When I am hearing Mere Sapano Ki Rani Kabhi or Sri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram, it makes no difference. Whether the space is in the temple or in a commode, space doesn't become impure in the commode. See, my friends, exactly the same way we are untouched by anything, like the mirror is untouched by the reflections. Because we all have the experience of only reflections, not the original object. Like how we see the objects are reflected through the lens on the retina in an image, that image is caught. So we are all having experience of only images, not the original object. And the image is also not of the object, but the light which is reflected on the body. If image is not allowed to be formed, you cannot have any experience. So all our experiences are only imaginary. So I am happy is an imagination. I am miserable is imagination. I am is the truth. It is not image. Therefore, drushai mamana sambandha iti nishchitya. And therefore, they are very firm. I have nothing to do with the whole world. Therefore, shitalaha, they are at peace. Then, vivahara sthita kaschit dhyana vyavastitaha. Then they have got their own choice. Somebody may be busy in this world, somebody is totally withdrawn. Who are we to ask them? Though eto sukhinau Rama. Hey Ram, both of them are equally happy. They are not miserable. And therefore, though eto susamau, both of them are equal, it is not that somebody is superior, somebody is inferior. Akartru kurvada tepat cheta pradhanuvasanam duragatam manajantu katha shravaneyata. When the mind is prathanuvasanam. Prathanuvasanam is when the mind is carrying minimum burden of thoughts. Such a mind doesn't become the doer. Like when a child falls and we happen to be there, we just lift the child, put him on the feet and go away. That time we don't claim, I want Padma Shri. The child has fallen. It happens, he doesn't do. But the moment it is to be brought in a newspaper, then one jhadu is taken in the hand and the jhadu is moving on the kachara, but their attention is on the camera and the jhadu has gone to the next minister's mouth. Photo. See, friends. Therefore, pratanu vasanam, when we have minimum desires, there cannot be kartrutva bhiman, there cannot be doership. But when we are, I don't know how I suffer. And therefore, example is given, duram gatamana jantu katha sarvane yata. When our mind has gone, like your mind has gone somewhere, Swamiji bandi nahi kar rahe. So whatever I am talking, you are not hearing that. Because the listener is not there. Exactly the same way, what is important is, akurvadapi kartreva cheta pragana vasanam nishpandangamapi swapne shvabrahma pada avastitaha. Before you ask me to stop, I will stop here. Remaining we will take it tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.